Hello, hello, hello. Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California. We are reading from Devon Harris. Keep on pushing. Hot lessons from cool runnings. I just wanted to make sure it was the right word. We're on page 33, KOP 3. Keep on pushing 3. He's got, I think, 6 ways you can keep on pushing. This is chapter 3. KOP 3, third way is take consistent action. Action is the bridge between goals and their achievement. No matter how great your aspirations, your chances of realizing them without taking action are as good as trying to win the lottery without buying a ticket. High achievers take massive action in order to unlock their potential. Since winning in any area of life requires you to play full out, you totally immerse yourself in what you need to do in order to win. This means that you become disciplined, and this forces you to do what should be done even when you don't feel like doing it. We live in what I like to call the microwave society. This is Devon Harris speaking. Everyone wants to enjoy immediate success and be an overnight sensation. Truth be told, the vast majority of those who are enjoying instant quote unquote success endure long periods of sustained effort in order to reach that level of accomplishment. It is consistent action blended with other characteristics, among them intelligence, skill, and luck, that gives you the highest probability of unlocking your full potential. I'm going to pause for a moment to say that that is so true for my one of my relatives was very um well known in her field, and it took her about 22 years of sustained effort to finally gain recognition. And when she did gain recognition, it was nationwide and it was international. And so there I was in the backstage hanging out, the daughter of a performer, and just, next to all the makeup. Question mark, question mark, question mark. So what's your question? Tell me your question. Question mark, question mark, question mark. And I can't pronounce your name, Mitokyo. Um, I'll read it when you write it. KOP4. Practice can I, continuous and never ending improvement. During one of the public relations trips we made on behalf of the Jamaica Tourist Board in 1988, we had an opportunity to attend a Lakers game at the Old Forum. While there, we met Mike Tyson. Hello, Barbara Kasuboski. Mike had made history himself. He had defeated Jamaican Trevor Berbick to become the youngest heavyweight boxing champion in history. In the ensuing months and years, oh my God, it's raining right now. It's just random. Haha. I'm reading a comment. In the ensuing months and years, Mike became invincible. Oh, I said it slowly. That's why. Tell them to say it slowly, then they'll get it. It's 4 syllables. It's not that hard, right? Kasuboski. Oh, for God's sake, right? Not like, oh, I see what you're saying. Somebody probably says kabuki all the time, right? Am I right? Do you get that a lot? I'm assuming. Poor girl. Um, anyway, and they probably spell Barbara without the middle A, right? In the ensuing months and years, Mike became invincible. Every opponent who faced him met certain annihilation. Then came Buster Douglas. He was fully expected to meet the same fate as his predecessors, but instead, he knocked out Iron Mike. The not so surprising reason for this is the fact that Mike Tyson had become complacent. Yay. And complacency breeds failure. He figured that he had reached the mountaintop and he was now untouchable. Mike was not like the East German bobsled team. In November 1989, I was in Austria. It was my second week as a bobsled driver, and I was in the warm house, calming my nerves before I took to the track. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Above the hum of the activities, I heard someone exclaim, "My God, they've changed the start again." The person was referring to the new start technique the East Germans were using. Superior engineering had already given them some of the best sleds in on the circuit. They were among the top athletes in the world and certainly enjoyed a fine bobsled tradition. However, they were not content with their past success. They kept tinkering with and tweaking what they had in order to get better. The next time the East German team was called to the starting blocks, all eyes were trained on them. The starting block is simply a piece of wood cemented in the concrete of the track. Similar to starting blocks in track and field, the brakeman places his feet on it in order to get a better start. The piece of wood is long enough so that the side pushers on the four-man sled can also use it. Customarily, the brakeman controls the push. The rest of the crew waits for him to set the sled. Most brakemen place one foot on the ice with their heel up against the starting block. The point on the ice where the back of the sled meets his toe becomes the set point for the sled. Once the brakeman sets the sled, the driver adopts his starting stance, digging his spikes into the ice and grabbing the push bar firmly. Timing is very important, so the brakeman and driver spend hours working on the start in order to get the timing down. So you went to church today? Oh, goodness gracious. It is Sunday, so that is a good time to do it if you're Christian. That's I think the Christians do it Sunday. I think Jewish on Saturday, and I think Muslims on Friday. Darcy Garcia. Hi. And yeah, those are the three biggest religions that I've heard of. I've heard that in the world, of all the Muslims that are in the world, 45% of them are in Indonesia, believe it or not. I didn't know that before. But as far as religion is concerned, I think the most numerous is still Christian, I believe. I happen to live in a country that is primarily Christian, but it's not officially a religion. It's a church and state are supposed to be separate in the USA. So it's a secular state. Anyway, back to the technique the East Germans introduced saw the driver placing one of his feet on the starting block and the other dug into the ice. Once the sled is set and the team is ready to push, the brakeman explodes on the sled while the driver pushes off from the starting block and sprints forward to the push bar. With this technique, not only does the driver hit the sled with forward momentum, but it also eliminates the need for the perfect timing, which the other technique requires. The East Germans were not satisfied with their past success. They kept on pushing, and today most of the bobsled world uses the technique they first showcased in 1989. Tiger Woods was the same way. I have 11 subscribers. So do I. I have maybe more than that, but I still do have 11. I can count. I'm lucky, but I still have just 2 digits of subscribers. I'm looking for more, that's for sure. So if you can subscribe to me, I would appreciate it. If you'd put a like in there, it'll make the algorithm pay attention to my videos. And if you subscribe, of course, that'll also help. And if you save the video, that'll also help. And if you share, you can help me spread the word. Tiger Woods was the same way. You may remember when he won the 1997 Masters at Augusta National by a record 12 strokes. Shortly afterwards, and he's a golfer, shortly afterwards, he retooled his swing twice. Many thought that it was totally unnecessary, almost silly, for Tiger to change his golf swing. He was regarded as perhaps the greatest golfer of all time, and many experts thought his swing was as close to perfection as anyone was going to get. But Tiger was obsessive about improving his game. In an interview with Ed Bradley on CBS's 60 Minutes, Ed asked him why he changed his swing. His answer came back quickly: I wanted to get better. Now, Darcy Garcia, you have 11 subscribers. You will have more. Each person that has a million subscriber also started out with 0 subscribers and went to past 11 at the same time. They were also at your stage at some point in their time, in their history. So not to worry, just do what I do and do more than what I do, because I don't have a million subscribers yet. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. The truly great ones know this. In the 1960s, Muhammad Ali floated like a butterfly and stung like a bee. I fly like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Muhammad Ali. I fly like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I remember that. He danced around the ring and skillfully avoided his opponent's best shots. However, in the 1970s, he stood toe to toe with them and willingly traded punches in order to get the win. Michael Jordan added a fadeaway jumper to his repertoire late in his career after he was no longer able to take off from the foul line. After his eight gold medal performance in Beijing, Michael Phelps is now experimenting with a new freestyle stroke. During their recovery from World War II, several Japanese companies implemented a philosophy known as Kaizen. Kaizen, the Japanese word for improvement, focuses on continuous improvement throughout all aspects of life. When applied to the workplace, Kaizen activities continually improve all functions of a business, from manufacturing to management, and from the CEO to the assembly line workers. For example, at Toyota, that's the car company, engineers would push a perfectly good assembly line until it broke down and then find and fix the flaws. Like Kaizen, keep on pushing embraces the philosophy of continuous and never ending improvement in all aspects of your life. It rejects the complacency that Mike Tyson and many others demonstrate in their lives. Whether it is bobsledding, golf, playing a musical instrument, studying, or being a parent or a spouse, the same process of continuous learning and improvement of performance applies. So let's see. Embrace change, KOP 5. We have a little more time, don't we? Yes, we do. If there is one thing in KOP 5, keep on pushing. 5, the fifth way. Embrace change. If there is one thing that you can be sure of, it is that change will happen. It is a natural, inevitable part of life and remains one of the most important factors affecting our lives today. Perhaps more than at any other time in human history, the speedy infusion of new ideas, knowledge, products, and services is creating unprecedented and amazing possibilities for everyone. Apart from being the natural order of things, why is change taking place at an alarming rate? It is because oh my God, I'm late for something. I'm so sorry. I have to go. Oh my God. Old Kinderhook.